Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Shalom Blac. And I hope you guys are having a really great week so far. From the title of this video, you guys can see I am going to be doing my followers' assumptions of me. I've seen this video kind of go around and I really do enjoy watching them. Before we get into the assumptions, I do want to mention that this video is sponsored by Madewell. Madewell believes that dressing up is the first act of self-expression, and I agree, it is part of self-expression. I do like to express myself in so many different ways, whether it's, my makeup, my style, and I do think that my style is part of my identity and confidence. And if I have to describe my style, I would say it's more of that edgy look, but yet very classic. But I have some pieces that I picked up from Madewell that I want to show you guys and also try so you guys can see some of the stuff that they have. They have a whole new range of stuff for the spring season, so I'm going to leave all of those links in the description bar down below. I'm just gonna put this down here because I don't have any space on the table. So one of the first pieces that I got is this button down white and blue stripe t-shirt, and it's just that long sleeve boyfriend type of look, and it also has the buttons on the side, which is kind of different. And my next pick is this turtleneck black shirt, and it's just a simple black turtleneck. It feels really good. My next piece right here is just this plaid raincoat, but when you look at it, you wouldn't think it's raincoat until you touch it. That's when it feels like, oh, this is a raincoat. So moving on to the bottoms, the first one here I have is this military short in this beautiful caramel colors. You guys know spring is basically here, so it's going to get a little warmer. I feel like this would look so cute with some, high thigh boots or something like that. I have to pick out some classic blue jeans, but this is like a vintage style jeans, and I really like this because I don't have anything like this in my closet, but on the bottom is pretty much like the raw finish, so it's not like hemmed or anything like that, but it's such a edgy look, and this is what I kind of define as classic but yet edgy, so I really like that. And then I got another vintage jeans, but obviously this is in the black kind of acid wash jeans. Again, this one does fit nice. I actually really love the fit of this, and I don't have anything like this in my closet. I've always just wanted to get something like this, so I'm so glad I got this because it feels really nice, and the quality is amazing on this jeans. So now we're gonna move on to the shoes that I picked. The first one I picked up is this leather milled flat in this beige color, and I normally don't buy stuff like this, but I thought this would be nice when I want to wear flats but kind of still keep it a bit dressy. And then I picked up some white classic sneakers, but here on the side it has this dark blue detail, and then it has this olive suede material on the back. I love the color combos. And then lastly, I picked up this black leather saddle bag, which I think is so cute. I love the strap details on here. As you guys can see, it comes in this, is this black? It's black and the beige color, which I think really balances off with the whole leather material. But it also has another strap in the inside, so you can switch these, or you can actually just have this hanging. And by the way, this cardigan that I'm wearing is also from Madewell, and that's pretty much all the stuff that I got from Madewell. Again, I'm going to leave the links in the description bar down below so you guys can go ahead and shop for these pieces. But let's go ahead and get into this assumption. All right, so first assumption says that you have a boyfriend on the low. No, I actually don't. I do not have a boyfriend. This one say you are so confident that you are so confident in everything that you do. Thank you so much. I wouldn't say everything that I do, but I feel like my confidence has actually grown so much that sometimes when I do step my foot into something to try something, I kind of go in with confidence. So I do appreciate that. So this assumption is actually so funny, and I'm glad that somebody said it because I can address it. Let's address it, okay? So the assumption basically said that I had my body done. What? Maybe. I'll be honest, I did get my boobs reduction, which is something that I talked about openly. But sadly, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, my boobs grew back. They grew back. I think they're like the same size that they were before. But also, like, when I got my boobs reduction, the doctor decided not to take so much out because he was saying that it might not be proportionate to my body. So he didn't do like a drastic boob reduction. And let's be quite honest, my boobs were honestly not that big to begin with. I just wanted a reduction. I just didn't like having big boobs. I know it's weird. People love it. I don't. Okay, so this next one says that Blac isn't your real last name. Yeah, I never said it was my last name. And I don't think people realize that when I say Shalom Blac, I don't say Blac as my last name. I use it as just a combination of Shalom. Like a continuation of Shalom. Does that make sense? Because in my document, I do Shalom Blac Chum. But what you guys don't know, Blac is actually my legal name. Well, I made it a legal name. So I went and changed my middle name to Blac. And one of the reasons why I changed my middle name is because it's my dad's name. And me and my sister were sharing my dad's name as our middle name. It just didn't make any sense. So I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and change this when I had the chance to. And that was when I was doing my citizenship papers, and I saw on the thing, it was like, you could change your name. So I could have literally changed my whole entire name, but I just changed my middle name, and I'm so glad I did. So the next one says, you give great advice. I do like to think I give great advice, even though I'm terrible. I am horrible at taking my own advice. I will sit with someone and give them a really good advice, and then when it comes to me, similar things are happening to me, somehow my brain just cannot think of advice for myself. So yeah, I don't know why. Is it just me? I just can never use the same advice when it comes to myself, but I feel like I do give great ones. Okay, so next one, it says, you are a single, rich, BICTH, and not ready to mingle. Well, I would say the first one is definitely true. I'm blessed to have the things that I have, and I feel like I work hard for the things that I have. The second one, yes, I'm single, and I'm 100%, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm 110% ready to mingle. Until then, let's move on. So the next one here says, you are turning down men because they do not bring anything to the table. Yeah. I think everyone should do that. I think there should be a Bible that says that. Turn down men that don't bring anything to the table. And I was talking to one of my friends, and we both came to this realization that we don't want to date to just date. Like, I want to date with a purpose. Does that make sense? I feel like I've dated people and then it's like nothing came about it. It's just stupid. So I do want to date with a purpose. Like, where are we going? Are we going to be serious? And just because you date with a purpose doesn't necessarily mean that, oh, this is the person that you end up with. But I'm not dating you just to date you for fun. Like, yeah, we're going to have fun, but I'm not just doing this for fun. Because I feel like something that you do for fun, you kind of get over it and you could just walk away from it like it's nothing, versus like something that you really like put your heart, time and love into, and then like the person wants to just work out. Like, no, let's not do that. We're not doing that in 2021. Okay. Next one, you are taller. No, I'm actually really short. I do think that on Instagram and stuff, and obviously when I'm sitting down, some of you guys cannot tell that I'm short. I am 5'3", so that's pretty short. I mean, it's average, but yeah, I'm short. So this next one says, you had kids. When? How? I did? Y'all, I don't remember. This one hurts. This one hurts my heart, okay? Because I'm struggling right now, and this hurts for someone to see something like this. But this assumption says that you eat a lot. Why don't you just come out? Why don't you just come out and call me fat? Just body shame me. Why don't you do that? That's true though. I do. I'm gonna try not to take this personal. I'm gonna try, obviously, not to take this personal, but I do feel like sometimes I eat a lot and I binge a lot, and that's usually when I'm just kind of really down, and my coping mechanism is to lay down and eat and just be super lazy. But I do feel like since the year has started, I've been doing really good with my eating, even though lately I've actually feel like I haven't been eating. And this is so like, I don't want to get like emotional. You always say how you feel. I do think this is true. I'm probably one of the only person in my friend group that would express my feelings towards anything. Or also if I just care about my friend and I feel like they're doing some dumb stuff, I would just sort of tell them. I don't say it in a rude way. It's more so like pulling them to the side and be like, hey, this and this and this. But yeah, I feel like I'm very good in expressing my feelings. It just kind of liberates me. It makes me feel better to not keep things in. So this next one says, you prefer white boys. First of all, y'all are not ready for this conversation, or maybe you are ready for this conversation, but it's not going to be on this video. I do see why this person would say this, because for most of the guys that I've dated, and I might have like slightly posted in on my story, they have been of other race than my race. So, but one of the reasons why you guys might see me more with other race than my race is just because I'm a dark-skinned girl, and let's be honest, black men do not check for me. That's just it. Black men do not check for me. I don't have any preference when it comes to skin color. My preference is just a good person that listens to me, care for me, and is ready to love on me. That's my preference. But when it comes to color, I think that is stupid. All of that is stupid. Okay, so the next one says, you do not like new people. I wouldn't say I don't like new people because I'm super friendly, but that doesn't necessarily equal to wanting the person to be in my friend circle or to be in my friend circle. I like to keep the same friends that I have for the longest. It just makes life easy. There's less drama. I do find out that when my friends and I, introduce someone to the friend group, it just becomes a disaster. It does become a disaster. So I do happen to kind of stick with the same people. Hence the reason why y'all don't see me hopping out with one person and then the other I'm with the other person. No, I have my 5 little friend group and that's it. But I would say being a social media influencer, I do have a lot of acquaintance. I do. And I like them all. I do. Okay, so I'm going to do one last one. And this one says that you are very frugal. Don't think I'm very frugal at all. Yeah, no, I'm not. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. I do like to save money. Like, I like to be smart with my money as possible, but I wouldn't say I'm like frugal. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with being frugal. If it works for your lifestyle, do it. But anyway, y'all, so that is pretty much it for the assumptions that you guys have of me. I thought that they were really good and I love this conversation. But if you guys want to have more conversation so we can dive into some of this assumptions that you guys have of me, let me know in the comment section down below. And a huge shout out again to Madewell for sponsoring today's video. Like I said before, I'm going to leave the link of all the clothing pieces that I got from them in the description bar down below, so make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. But again, guys, thank you so much for watching, and remember to always be your own kind of beautiful. Bye.